success.
Well, Jesse, it's your time. And I know you've been through a lot, and it's time for you to take this hot seat. That means you're going to have more to persevere through.
Well, I'm so excited to finally be doing our season of perseverance and hearing what other people are going through.
Perseverance. A blessing, girl. I ain't trying to pressure her, but she messed with the temperature. Heart wrote the song, but I am the messenger. Through the metropolis, there is no stopping this. Flowers and kisses, yeah. I heard you like chocolate.
Welcome to our season of Perseverance with our host, Jesse Hurlston Watler.
Welcome back to Youth Flex's season of Perseverance. I'm your host, Jesse, along with my co-host, Ashley. Our word of the week is pulchritude, a noun that means beauty. Our quote of the day is, "Life is not about having everything. It's about finding meaning in everything." Joelle Randimar.
Our guest today in our studio is Miss Mita Day, two campers from Fitness and More, Mr. Lance Jefferson representing Gamerspace 6, and Latoya Francis tuning in online to talk to us about the Youth Summit. You can join in on our conversation by calling 1-800-534-8255. Again, that's 1-800-534-8255, toll-free courtesy of Flow, or join us on YouTube Live.
First song of the day is Hunted by Josh Pearl.
Yeah, I make up sick to this stomach. If I want your girl, like I press one button. When they pray me, all they think about is money. If I get a 50, I just flip it to 100. Flip it to 100. I just flip it to 100. Flip it to 100. Yeah, I just flip it to 100. Cash, all I want in my pocket. Babylon pray, but they know they can't stop it. Touch on the scene, every girl when I lock it. When I hit the store, everything I be copping. Money they are knocking. Keep bad leaning on my Ninja Kawasaki. Everything I need is in set like Rocky. I came from the bottom, so you know I got a top it. Star boy like the weekend. They wanna take my name, so I play defense. My girl Victoria, keep my secrets. We go around the world every other weekend. Oh, and she know that I need it. Yeah, your body hot like a phoenix. Right now you're my one and only weakness. Sit back, watch out, never breathe. Right, yeah, I make up sick to this stomach. If I want your girl, like I press one button. When they pray me, all they think about is money. If I get a 50, I just flip it to 100. Flip it to 100. I just flip it to 100. Flip it to 100. Yeah, I just flip it to 100. Oh, wanna know about me? Come from me. Yeah, you gon' see the irony. Yeah, mine for my money. Yeah, honey. Yeah, when they see me pulling up in my car, they wanna know who is that star. I seen everything from afar, and that's why. This right, yeah, I make up sick to this stomach. If I want your girl, like I press one button. When they pray me, all they think about is money. If I get a 50, I just flip it to 100. Flip it to 100. I just flip it to 100. Flip it to 100. Yeah, I just flip it to 100. Everything I need is in set like Rocky. I just flip it to 100. I came from the bottom, so you know I got a top it. Top it. Wanna know about me? Come from me. Yeah, you gon' see the irony. Yeah, mine for my money. Yeah, honey. Yeah, this right, yeah, I make up sick to this stomach. If I want your girl, like I press one button. When they pray me, all they think about is money. If I get a 50, I just flip it to 100. Flip it to 100. I just flip it to 100. Flip it to 100. Yeah, I just flip it to 100.
Radio Cayman Super Jams, brought to you by Mizzen Plus. Highly experienced, knowledgeable, and resourceful team of catering professionals are dedicated to offering clients superb catered cuisine and impeccable service. A national sport, an international phenomenon, a way of life.
In any land in the world, and he would never strike a ball more pure.
Football binds a community and can build a nation.
Well,
better, faster, stronger, and united. From the pitch to the stands, to the field and the sands, we are united. We are Cayman Football.
The Chamber of Commerce Training Center's Workplace Essentials course focuses on providing the knowledge, skills, and attitudes your employees need to succeed, elevating your company far above the competition. Topics include basic accounting, communication skills, management training, and excellence in Excel. Make the Chamber Training Center a partner in your business success. Call the Chamber today at 949-8090 or visit caymanchamber.ky for further information.
On the road again.
Boss, I broke down on the road, you know. The truck looked like an Optimus Prime barbecue.
In this heat, not surprised. But we need to get this cargo moving. Let's get the truck into Superior Auto pronto.
When your trucks go down, Superior Auto is the team to get you back up. Reliable, quality trained technicians who value your time and aim to get your trucks back in service so you can continue to be of service to your customers. Specializing in complete Isuzu, Hino, and other models of delivery box trucks and its repairs, including computer diagnostics, mechanical and body repair. Superior Auto, 525-9571 or 949-9570. Keep on trucking with Superior Auto.
Esports in the Cayman Islands just got a major upgrade. That's right, NetGeeks Media is proud to present Gamers Bay 6. This is July 30th to 31st, 2022.
Compete head-to-head for over $10,000 on the PlayStation 5 in titles such as Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, and FIFA 2022, utilizing our new gaming monitors.
Additional competitive titles include Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Switch, as well as Naruto Storm 4 for the PS4.
Oh, and did we mention keyboard and mouse can now also be used?
Back and better than ever. It's all going down July 30th to 31st, 2022 at the John Gray Gymnasium.
Meet international YouTube influencers Windy Girk and Beck Brojack. Let the world see the power of Cayman's competitors.
Visit GamersBayCayman.com to purchase spectator tickets, view schedules and times, purchase competitors' passes, as well as view the rules of each tournament.
Proudly sponsored by
Pepsi, Enterprise Cayman, Department of Tourism, C3 Pure Fiber, Radio Cayman, K Gadgets, Youth Services Unit, Office Supply, Cellular Cayman, Dolphin Discovery, The Matrix, and the Department of Education.
Radio Cayman Super Jam, brought to you by Michael Webster Life Insurance. Don't take chances with your family's future. Call Michael Webster at 925-5433 today.
What's up, Cayman? It's here again, the annual Miss Teen Cayman Islands Skate Night. Come out Saturday, July 30th at King Sports Center, starting 6 p.m. until 10. Biggest hits by DJ Frass MD. Pull up and skate with your 2022 Miss Teen contestants. It's an event you won't want to miss. Admission $10, July 30th, 6 p.m. at King Sports Center.
Sponsored by King Sports Center.
This is YouthFlex, more than talk.
Welcome back. Join in studio with us now is Miss Mita Day and our campers from the Fitness and More camp, Paris and Bajori. So I'd like to begin by asking Miss Mita Day to introduce herself, please.
Thank you for having me. My name is Mita Day, and I'm sports coordinator for women at the Department of Sports.
Cool. So we have brought you on today, obviously, to hear about your involvement with the Fitness and More camp. So how did it begin? What's the history behind it?
Well, actually, this is our second year, and last year was the first year that we provided a camp, the Fitness and More camp. I always wanted to do that, but I was always coordinating all the camps, so I didn't have an opportunity to run my own camp. So for the first time last year, I was able to do that. And the premise behind it was the idea. It was an idea, like I say, I had for a number of years, and I thought it would make a more positive impact on the youth lives if we involved them in a camp that made them more rounded, that introduced them to essential basic necessities that they needed to help carry them through life. So that's where the idea came from.
That's great. I really think that we all need that, especially as young people, and even from their ages 11 and 9, right?
It's 9 to 13, and it's more of a holistic approach.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I think even though in our jobs as coaches, and we're there to develop athletes, but also not just the sports aspect of their lives. I think we should be gearing them towards going off to college and better behavior traits, whether that be deportment, communication, etiquette,
discipline,
hygiene, discipline, everything, all
and for
all combined.
Who are not necessarily like, they don't like sports 100%, but they do kind of like to get into fitness, though they may not be the best at it. They can also join in this camp as well.
Yes, this camp is open to all abilities. You do not have to be an athlete to be in this camp. In fact, we encourage the people who are not, because we believe that if they do come to this camp, that they will like and love sports or physical exercise activity after.
That's great, because I feel like majority of the time, it's kind of athlete focused. So to have the opportunity to for people who are not necessarily athletes but do like fitness, this gives them a greater chance of being involved in something like that.
Yes, I agree. And while we talk about fitness, we do sports, but even the sports that we offer during this camp, it's broken down to basic fundamentals and skills that will encourage children. And who knows, maybe after attending this camp, they may not have liked netball or football, but now they would, because the way we break it down, we feel that it would encourage them to think that they could and believe in themselves, that they can do it.
That's a really great approach.
And I think the good thing about this camp is that it allows the students to become more well-rounded. Like Miss Mida mentioned, it's not just focusing on that sports aspect, but allowing them to engage themselves in other activities to develop their skills and their abilities, whether it's in sports or just through the regular personal stuff.
We offer a number, and we've collaborated with youth services unit. I mean, like we did etiquette, of which Miss Ashley here was one of the presenters for that, and we went to Grand Ole House. We talk about hygiene. We had Radio Cayman Chanda Gallego come in to talk about communication. We did self-love. We did deportment, how you stand, your posture, how you sit. Effective communication. We talk about traditional games. We introduced those. We did some
confidence. And
yes, we
this
did
sounds like an
kicking,
amazing camp,
boxing, walking, and we'll talk more about that. But some of the campers might want to
touch
weigh
on
in.
it.
Yeah.
I know you said you've been running this camp now for about 2 years. Have you been able to see a difference in the campers themselves after participating in this camp?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we've had kids who come in and like they want to go outside and go home and crying and that kind of stuff, and like by day 2 they love it. They don't want the camp to end. That's the reason why this year we changed the format of the camp. Last year we offered 2 one-week camps. This year we asked parents to enroll their child for 2 weeks because we felt that we could further move that child along if we had 2 weeks, 10 days with the child, so that we can make more of a positive impact, and we can definitely see that.
That's really amazing.
Why do you think it is important for children and young people to be involved in fitness?
Well, there's a number of reasons, but I would say probably the 4 most important reasons which we touched on. This is something the campers could tell you that we spoke about. I presented this. The most important reasons why you should be physically active, it would be cardiovascular, because your heart needs to beat. And therefore you need to keep it fit. And the second one would be muscular endurance. You need to be able to move. Your bones don't just move on their own, so your muscles have to have some sort of toning. And, flexibility is another thing, because we take it for granted that we can bend down to touch or tie our shoelaces or reach up to a shelf to get something. And bone density, because you don't want your bones to be brittle. So any type of weight-bearing exercise will build bone density. And also it staves off other ailments, diabetes, all those sorts of things. And you're encouraged to feel better about yourself. You meet friends more easier, so therefore your self-esteem is boosted. So there's so many reasons why we should take part in physical exercise activities.
So Paris and Rajori, is this your first time attending the camp?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you guys enjoying it?
Yes.
What kind of things did you guys do today?
What we did today was we were going into different groups. The coaches split us up into different groups, and we had to go to play netball or basketball. And in my case, I went with the group to play netball with Miss Mita. And let's just say we've improved a lot in netball because of Miss Mita.
And
That's
they did
good.
a concentration drill, which is also a teamwork drill, where they start off with one ball. You pass the ball to the second person on your left, and it was an odd number. So if it's 5 in the group, and then the ball moves around in a star formation, and then we introduce a second ball,
Oh, I know that, yeah.
and then a third ball, and then they have to pass the ball to the second person on the left, and more balls come, and then they end up with everyone having a ball. And then that teaches them to work together to communicate so that they can time it. Because if everybody has a ball,
They
you
have
have
to
to
throw it at
decide
the
how
same
you're going to
time
throw
so they
at
can
the same
catch it.
time without it clashing. So one person's going to do a bounce pass, a overhead pass, a chest pass, and they have to time it. So that was one of the drills that we ended off with, which was team building and communication skills, aside from the shooting skills that we did earlier.
So did you guys play a netball match?
Not that
No.
I remember of.
No,
It was just
we-
like
it
training
was just
and
drills.
practice.
Okay.
And what has been your favorite part about camp? What would you say is the most memorable thing you guys have been doing over the past 2 weeks? What stood out to you the most? Rajori, do you want to start us?
Football, because I like football a lot.
You liked football. So did you enjoy the kickball match?
Yes, very much. I did. And I was very hype on that day. I have to say.
And Paris, for you, what was your favorite part about the camp so far?
My favorite part would have to be when we get into different groups with sometimes people we don't know in the camp, and then we would have to work on taking a quiz, and we had to work with everyone to try and see if we could get the right answers to see what team would actually like win.
Yeah.
And what makes it the best part is every single team I've been in has won.
So do you think you're that person giving them the correct answers?
Sometimes.
Yeah, what we do is split them into groups so that they can get used to working with different personalities. And we have different quiz. It might be on nutrition or something like the biology. Like today we did a lot in biology, didn't we? Like the largest organ in the human body. And I guess a lot of people thought like it was the pancreas or the liver, not knowing that the skin was, you know. And so questions like that. And then you have one person writing, but that person writes what the consensus of the group decided. And you might have 5 people in the group and one person saying no, it was the skin, and the other people saying it was the liver. And then they ended up going with what the majority wanted, but the other person was correct. But then that's how it is because you're working in a group.
Yeah, but that teaches them skills they need in real life anyhow, about the
Yes.
importance of perspective when it comes to deciding and making decisions and problem solving, because they would have to work as a team to determine, well, which one is actually correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Miss Mina, you've obviously touched points that, you know, this camp is really more about creating an individual self, I feel like, which is great. So, Paris and Rajori, how have you seen a difference in your life since attending the camp this year?
With this camp, I have been very much more motivated to do stuff instead of laying down in bed watching Netflix.
That's awesome. And Rajori?
This camp has taught me some personal hygiene and table etiquette.
Oh, that's great.
Like, one I never knew, washing behind your ears with soap and water. And of course, what everyone knows, take a bath twice a day,
Yep.
brush your teeth, wash your hands to prevent bacteria and the spreading of viruses.
So would you recommend this camp to your friends?
Yes, ma'am. Clearly I would. because you can get to have this lifetime experience.
Yeah.
You can be welcomed by warm, welcoming coaches who are funny and friendly. Can have lots of excitement, and not to mention about the weekly educational field trips.
Yes, we went to the National Museum as well.
You're a great spokesman for this camp.
We picked well.
Yes. So have you guys made any new friends?
A lot.
And which schools do you guys attend normally?
Well, with me, I'm going into year 7.
Oh, wow.
So
what school did you just leave?
Prospect Primary School.
Oh, that was my past school.
And which one are you going to?
Clifton Hunter High School.
Are you excited for that new change to be entering high school?
Kind of.
Are you scared?
Yes.
That's okay.
We're all scared.
Yeah. I think definitely the first day of high school was a bit bittersweet because I was like not sure what to expect.
Yes.
But I'm sure you'll be great.
Yes.
You've learned lots of stuff from this Fitness and More camp that you can take with you and throughout life, so you will be excellent at your first day.
And the PE teachers will love you.
Especially going in with like some new friends, I think that'll help you even more.
And remember, you can refer back to the self-love.
Yeah.
The
which was done by Miss Angela, who's a counselor that works with us. We're lucky to have her on board. And that's how you love yourself, is how you teach others to love you. And you know that you're awesome because 5 things you love about yourself. Those are some of the exercises we did.
That's good.
And to help them with their self-confidence and to believe in themselves.
Marjorie, what grade are you in?
I'm in year 5 and I'm going to year 6.
So you're going into your final year of primary school.
Wow. Yes,
are you excited for that?
Not
How
sure.
are you feeling?
Which primary school are you at?
I'm at Sir Johnny Cumber Primary School.
Okay. What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Ah, okay.
What's yours, Paris?
Same thing.
Math. So we have 2 mathematicians in the video today.
I guess you could say that.
So Miss Mita, how does anyone get in touch with signing up their kids for this camp?
Well, this camp finishes this Friday, and I have to say I'm a little bit sad because I'm going to miss them. And that's it for the summer. Next year we will offer the camp again, and we're going to be looking at ways that we could increase the numbers. Last year I only took 15 because it's a personal camp. We want to give that personal touch and be able to give the support that we need to administer all the things that we want to get across to the kids. But this year we almost doubled the numbers and we moved it up to 24, and we tried to balance it with boys and girls. And next year we're going to see how we could perhaps increase those numbers without losing that touch, because I think that's important, because when it becomes too huge with participants, we can't give that personal touch and the transport up and down to give them like the year before we did the National Gallery and went and did paintings and stuff. So each year we try to tweak it. And we're going to be doing our evaluation so that we can see what people would want, but then try to keep it within the realms of what we still want to offer. Because the traditional games and stuff like the jacks and the skipping, and those were new things. They didn't know how to run into the rope when you're turning it, because kids these days are not doing those types of games.
There's no exposure to it.
Yeah, they're not exposed to it. So stuff like that, and the footsie or the skip along,
the
hula hoops and all those things, So we want to keep those things in it, and then still offer some of the other stuff while teaching them all the basics like the etiquette, the self-love, communication, hygiene, and that kind of stuff. So
I think this camp is really important, and I love that you've mentioned about the personal touch, because I feel often, when we go to camps or even in school, in the mass groups, we tend to get lost. So I feel like with that personal touch in those smaller groups, you really can connect one-to-one with the kids.
Yes, and we can see the needs of the kids. The kids have grown so much. Some kids were already confident, but they've improved even more, and then some were very shy. And now you should see where they were.
See a difference. And that's good. That is the purpose of camps anyhow. Yeah. And I mean, just before we break for our next music break, Marjorie and Paris, is there anyone you would like to shout out? Is there anyone listening, tuning in?
If I had to thank anyone, it would definitely be my mother.
Your mom?
She's gotten me so far, and to be honest, if I wasn't around her, or getting the help that I need from her, I would be lost. And I would also like to thank Miss Mita for everything she's done for everyone.
And Marjorie?
First of all, I'd like to thank Miss Mita for granting me this opportunity to be in Cayman radio station. And also, I'd like to thank my mom because without her signing me up for this camp, I wouldn't have made so much friends. She even wrote this for me. She makes me practice every day so I can be top in my class. And
that's good.
Yeah, it's really important to have supportive parents, and I'm happy that you guys both have that.
And I mean, we'd like to thank you guys for being here with us today. We truly appreciated you guys coming in to share your experience at camp with us.
You see why I couldn't send one? When you said to pick one, I was like, I called and I said, can I please take two? At least. Because there are others that could have been here too. But we decided as the coaches that these two were the ones that would represent us.
I'm happy that you did.
Miss Rita, is there a cost for the camp?
No, the camps are free.
Okay.
They're free.
I love you, Mom.
So thank you, Miss Mita, once again, and Paris and Marjorie. So we're going to be going out to our next music break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about Gamers Base 6 and the Youth Summit.
This is Sick in Love by Rico Rolando.
Welcome back. So in studios with us now are Mr. Lance Jefferson from Gamerspace 6 and Miss Latoya Francis from Youth Summit. So we're going to start with Miss Latoya Francis. Hi, Latoya, are you there? So she's going to be joining in with us via a call.
Latoya?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
I can hear you now.
So hi, Latoya. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
We're good over here. So as mentioned before, we're going to be talking to you today about the Youth Summit program. So what is it all about?
Yeah, so Frenchtown Church of God, we put on the Youth Summit. I think we started, the first one was in 2017. And of course, I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm hearing music in the background, so I'm not sure if you're hearing me.
Yeah,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so we started the Youth Summit in 2016, and the whole idea behind that was we wanted to have a event, a program where we can bring young people together to discuss, I guess, current matters from a biblical standpoint, and also just being able to empower our young people to be able to pursue their God-given purpose. And so this year's summit, the theme is counterculture, recognizing the counterfeit. And, you know, even in pop culture, we hear a lot on social media, do it for the culture. Yeah. Or, you know, a person is doing it for the culture. And as young Christians, we wanted to be able to provide our young people with a forum to really explore what that looks like if I make the decision to follow Christ.
Yeah. Amazing. And when and where is it?
Yeah, so it's going to be taking place at the Church of God Chapel on Walker's Road, and it's happening this Friday, the 22nd, which is almost like our kickoff night at 6:30. So Friday night is going to be just loads of games, worship, just fellowship, and then we'll have someone sharing. Pastor Justin French will be sharing, you know, a short message with our youth then, and just kind of getting everybody psyched for Saturday. On Saturday, we start registration on that day starts at 8 a.m. And that day is just going to be filled with, again, just more dynamic worship. So we have a combined worship team. So these are young Caymanians from various Church of God congregations who are coming together, playing instruments, and just like really creating an atmosphere of worship and praise. And then throughout the day, we'll have, you know, icebreakers. We also have a workshop on careers and calling. And our idea behind that is we want to, again, just give young people a chance to say, okay, you know what, being a Christian, like if I'm a Christian, does that mean the only way that I can serve God is by serving Him in a church, like in a building? But really giving them a chance to see actually they're Christians who are serving God, but not necessarily behind four walls. So we have lawyers going to be speaking, IT professionals, individuals from the teaching industry, as well as from the Royal Cayman Islands Police Force as well.
And how can youth get involved with the Youth Summit?
Yeah, really, they can contact me, or I can give my number. Right now, we've been collecting emails via our Fusion Youth email. So I can share that email now, if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, so it's fusionyouthcayman@gmail.com. So if you shoot us an email, one of our summit leaders will respond to you, sending you the information on how to get registered and giving you all the necessary information you need to join us this weekend.
Cool, awesome.
Is there a cost?
No, it's free, completely free.
Great.
So on Friday we're going to be having basically like a pizza party, and then on Saturday we're going to have a light breakfast, as well as for lunch we'll be having burgers and hot dogs.
Cool. So thank you so much, Latoya, for taking the time to call in with us today.
Or you have any sponsors or anything that you need to thank, or?
Right now this is being covered fully by the Church of God Chapel congregation.
Cool. All right, well, thanks for spending time with us.
No worries. Thank you so much for having me, and I've been enjoying the show as well.
Cool.
You do a great job. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So now we're going to dive into the Gamers Basics with Mr. Lance Jefferson. So what is Gamers Bay really all about?
Hey, good afternoon, K-Man. Good afternoon, YouthFlex. Gamers Bay, this is our 6th event. Gamers Bay is esports tournament and technology convention. For all of you gamers out there, this is a good opportunity for you to actually showcase your skill sets and make some money. Along with having those bragging rights.
And I was just going to ask, so what are some of the games that are going to be showcased at Gamers Bay this year? Because I know every year you kind of have a bit of different stuff that you're showcasing. What are some of the games that will be out this year?
So we have 5 title games that the competitors will be competing for. So those are Call of Duty, Fortnite, Super Smash Brothers, FIFA, and Naruto Storm 4. Again, each one of those title games has a cash pot with it. For example, Call of Duty and Fortnite, which are both 2 versus 2 games. First prize is $2,000, and then this year we actually have some additional cash prizes for most points. For example, for Call of Duty and Fortnite, you get an additional $400. So you have a possibility of winning like $2,400 in 2 days, plus bragging rights.
And swag bags.
And swag, yeah. There's going to be so much merch
Celebrity
out there.
pictures.
Yeah.
How did you guys come up with the idea for Gamers Bay?
Well, my business partner and I, Daniel Scott, we wanted an event to kind of showcase that we were forward thinkers in the industry. And, we had a little concept about doing like a little video game tournament to just kind of get people together. But before we do anything, we always do a lot of research. So we went behind the scenes and we did our research, and we saw that, esports at the time was still in its infant stages, and it was a multi-billion-dollar industry. In addition to that, we also looked around the Caribbean to see what other Caribbean countries was pushing esports, and no other Caribbean countries was doing that. So we saw that as an opportunity to maybe position Cayman as the esports hub of the Caribbean. In addition to that, because there's so many different aspects to it, one of our main goals and mission is to, again, open up gateways and create opportunities for our youth and locals here. So
I mean, what you're doing right now is a great opportunity for young people who are thinking about pursuing careers in gaming, because typically you don't hear about people pursuing those type of careers.
Also with gaming, you get a lot of negative connotation around the idea. So I feel like this helps to bring a positive and new light to it. We are always seeing the negative aspects of gaming, and we don't really take the time to consider, there's more to this than just, sitting in front of a screen all day long.
Exactly. You guys are actually born with this new skill set. At the end of the day, we just want to enhance it and be able to, again, create something positive. Create these opportunities where you can actually have a profession out of it, doing something that you love to do, right?
Even like those kids that, sometimes they don't feel like they fit in anywhere, but, going online, playing a game or two kind of helps you to escape. I think that helps them a lot in this area. That gives them a community to relate to and new friends.
Definitely.
We have a lot of young kids who are playing games now, so why not make money off of it? If you can?
Exactly.
And think about just a few months back in 2020 when you had the COVID shutdown. Right? How can you go and play with your friends? You had to be online, right? So it gave you an opportunity to socialize. Then you had the ability to play games, and so now while you're playing games, you got to use your brain, right? So there's so many different dynamics that go with it.
Yes. Exactly. So now we're gonna take a quick music break, and then we'll come back and talk more about Gamers Basics.
Awesome.
This is Stay by The Kid featuring Justin Bieber.
Welcome back. So we are still in the studio with Mr. Lance Jefferson. Sorry about that. Sorry. You know, we're going to be closing up. But we want to ask where and when is Gamers Bay 6?
Gamers Bay 6 next Saturday and Sunday. Saturday starts from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday is actually 9 to 4. So Sunday is going to be the finals and Saturday is where we have the winners and losers bracket. So if you're not familiar with the game setup, if you're competing and let's say worst case scenario you're not in your best game right now and you actually lose the bracket, you're not out of the tournament. You actually fall down into like a loser's bracket, and it gives you an opportunity to win and push yourself right back into the finals.
That's
so
good.
And what are the tickets like?
It's at the John Gray Gym.
Yeah.
John Gray Gymnasium.
So those dates are July 30th and the 31st.
Correct.
And the tickets, let's go
back. The tickets, 15 and under, it's 12 and under is $15, and for adults is $20. That's online. So if you go into gamersbaycayman.com, you can actually buy spectator tickets and your competitor tickets. There will be tickets on sale at the gate. Those will be basically an additional $5. But you have an opportunity if you go online right now to save a few bucks.
You had a question?
So each year you have celebrity guests, right?
Yes.
So who are the guests for this year?
So this year we have a cosplayer who goes by the name of Wendy Girk, and our other guest is Beck Bro Jack. He is a famous YouTuber. He's known for Minecraft. So all of you Minecraft gamers out there, you want to come out there, get their autograph, ask questions,
That's the time.
So why did you choose these two?
They were, so we have a selection of gamers and competitors that we actually reach out to, and they were one of a group of guys that we decided just because of the games that they're playing, their influence overseas as well, because we use them for influence marketing as well, right? To promote the game, Cayman. So we wanted to make sure that we had someone that could represent properly.
Yeah.
So do you guys just like reach out to them and ask them if they'd be like willing to come in, or like how does that work?
Yeah, there's a little collaboration, right? So you have to reach out, then you talk with their managers, and you kind of showcase a little bit about Cayman, what we're doing, what we're trying to offer. And because we are still in our infant stages, like there's a number of gamers that actually they believe in what we're trying to do, and they actually come out and try to help whenever they can.
Cool.
But a lot of these celebrities and stuff, because they make their money indoors, they won't even come out of their house for like less than $10,000. So it's crazy the money and the opportunities that you have.
Yeah. And I mean, for our listeners, just a reminder, if you're interested in Fortnite, Call of Duty, FIFA, or Super Smash Bros., you can come out to Gamers Bay this Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be at the John Gray High School Gymnasium, and tickets are on sale on the Gamers Bay website, which is gamersbaycayman.com.
Yep, and if you're not a competitor and you want to just come out and see what's going on, come on out. There's a lot of free gameplay areas. So we got PCs, we got virtual reality. We've got
arcade games could be.
We've got arcade games. We've got car racing games. Yeah, you name it. You don't want to miss it. We've got some vendors out there that's going to be bringing some of the latest gadgets. And I'll list a number of our sponsors and stuff.
Go ahead.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. So the Department of Tourism, Pepsi, Cayman Gadgets, our K Gadgets, Enterprise Cayman, C3, our internet provider. They actually just won the fastest internet on island. So C3 is going to be out there, and they're going to be showcasing what their capabilities are, because we're going to have the esports arena along with the technology convention, and while you're in there, you have free Wi-Fi and stuff, so you can really check it out and test it out. We also have the Ministry of Investment, Innovation, and Social Development. They recently came on as a sponsor, and we really want to thank them for their support. We got the Ministry of Education, Office Supply. Those are the PC guys. So if you're looking for gaming PCs, Office Supply is definitely the ones you want to check out. Cost You Less, ATV Cayman, The Matrix, Dolphin Discovery, Cell Cayman, UCCI is going to be out there as well. So this is the first time UCCI is going to be out there, and they're going to be showcasing what they're doing and getting signed up for the fall semester. Definitely, we got Net Geeks and the #1 radio station in Cayman as our media sponsor, Radio Cayman. And then for our cash pot prizes, we have Rubus Eastern Avenue. They're also one of our latest sponsors as well.
Okay. Cool, awesome.
And we definitely couldn't do it without them. So,
so do you have any more final comments or shout outs you want to make?
The only thing I want to just stress is if you want to be a competitor, the spaces are limited, and if you want to secure your spot, please go into gamersbaycayman.com. You're able to again sign up, secure your spot, view all the rules, go through the layout, the schedule of the event, buy your spectator tickets. gamersbaycayman.com.
Awesome. So thank you once again, Mr. Lance Jefferson, for taking the time out to come speak with us today about Gamers Basics.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining us today on Youth Flex. I am your host, Jessie, with my co-host, Ashley. Shout out to our guests, Miss Me Today, Paris Ann Rajori, Mr. Lance Jefferson, representing from Gamers Basics, and Miss Latoya Francis from Youth Summit.
Shout out to Radio Cayman for the live YouTube feed and their work on the sound and boards. Mr. Will Sinatra, DJ Lynn, DJ Silver Fox, and DJ Doctor. Also, special shout out to the Youth Flex crew, Jared Miles, our Youth Flex Socials and Community Service, Okeezy, our musical director, and the 100+ Flex family all over the globe.
Thank you to SIFA, Michael Webster Life Insurance, UWI Open Campus, the Bellagio Salon and Spa in Cannon Place, Mission Plus, and Superior Auto for sponsoring the Super Jam. And to you, our listeners, for tuning in every Wednesday from 4 to 5 for Youth Flex on 89.9 FM. Join us again next Wednesday for Youth Flex's Season of Perseverance. Until next time, this is your host, Jessie Hurlson-Watler, reminding you to make a difference.
Our last song for today is Summer Came Early by Young Fusion.
That's how you do it.